What's up guys, Chigs here from Chigs Tech Reviews. So today I've got my hands on the brand new Waitime i6 Android smartwatch. This smartwatch has a 2 megapixel side camera, some decent specs, and a leather wrist strap. So as usual, we'll begin with a quick unboxing, followed by a walkthrough of the watch features, apps included, a battery test, some gaming, and then we'll finish off with a benchmark test to see how it compares with the other popular smartwatches. So let's begin with the specs. I'll put the specs on the screen so you guys can have a quick read. So you have a 1.3-inch LCD screen with a resolution of 240 by 240. The CPU is the MediaTek 6580 quad-core. You have 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. You have a 2 megapixel side camera, Bluetooth 4.1, GPS, Wi-Fi BGN. You have a 3G nano SIM card slot, Android version 5.1, heart rate monitor and pedometer, a 400 milliamp battery, and this watch is not waterproof. So this is everything you get in the box, beginning with a user manual, a mini screwdriver, a miniature tweezer, a bag with 2 tiny spare screws, a magnetic USB charger, and last but not least, the smartwatch itself. So here it is guys, the Waitime i6. Quite a nice looking watch. You've got leather straps. The straps are not removable, they are fixed. You have the antenna lines going inside. The watch itself is made completely from metal, finished in black. You have a 1.3-inch IPS LCD screen on the front, and you've got the time markings going all the way around. On the side, you have a power button, a 2 megapixel camera, and a back button. And on the other side, you have a nano SIM card tray, which is secured by 2 screws, and you're going to need the screwdriver to install your SIM card. So on the back of the watch, you have your heart rate monitor in the center, and your charger pins on the side. I'll quickly show you how the charger works. So you have these pins and a magnetic charger, clips into place. It aligns itself, it's magnetic and very secure, and you can charge this watch from any USB port. So let's take a closer look at the watch itself. So this is your default watch face, which you can change by simply keeping the center press and swiping to the left or right, and you'll have access to so many different watch faces. I'll give you a few examples of the different watch faces on screen right now. So when you get to the end of the list, you'll see a plus sign which you can tap, and that will give you access to a whole library of free downloadable watch faces. And all you do is tap them to install. So I just installed that Christmas one. I installed another one. As you can see, there's so many different watch faces, and it appears that the first batch is all related to Christmas. That one's nice. Let's install that. So I installed a few different watch faces. If we just go back, you will see the ones that we just installed at the end of the screen. So there's quite a few. I'll try a few of the Christmas ones to see how they look. Let's try this one. Wow, that's quite good. I like this one. Let's move on to the watch features. If you swipe down from the top, you will get your system information, your connectivity information, the date, time, battery life. And if we swipe to the left, you'll get your quick toggles for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, brightness, airplane mode, etc. So we're actually on the highest brightness at the moment. This is not an AMOLED or an OLED screen. You've got an IPS LCD screen, so the screen is not as bright as the AMOLED ones. If we just go to medium, you can see the difference. So that's medium brightness. And if we go to low brightness, you can barely see anything on the screen. So for this video, I would have to leave it on high, but generally you can get away with medium for everyday use. So let's put that back onto high. Okay, if we continue swiping to the left, you've got your weather information. Now let's go back. Now if we swipe up from the bottom, you'll have access to your pedometer or step counter. And if we swipe to the right, you have your notifications. So when you connect to Bluetooth, all your notifications on your smartphone will be pushed directly to your watch. Okay, you can read your notifications, but you cannot reply from the watch. If we swipe to the left, you'll have access to the system apps. Now let's go through all of them. You've got contacts, phone, messaging, settings, web browser, calendar, clock, camera, gallery, music, sound recorder, file manager, your health app, the full version of the Google Play Store allowing you to install and download any app or game you like. You got again the full version of Google Maps, so this watch can do turn-by-turn navigation via Google Maps. So this app here, Connect Phone, will allow you to connect up your mobile phone or smartphone. Here's your fitness app. You got remote capture, music control, find my device, switch platforms. So if you're on an Apple platform, you can switch to Android and vice versa. So if we go to phone, this watch does not support Bluetooth phone calls. You can only make phone calls via the SIM card. So now we're going to check out the fitness apps. So if I click on fitness, you can select any activity you want: outdoor run, outdoor walk, indoor run, riding a bike, playing basketball. So you can choose any activity you want, and there's quite a few. And you hit go and you set the duration, and it will basically track that fitness activity of yours. So let's come back out of that. That was the fitness app. All right, so this is the health app. If we open it up, so the health app will basically track everything you do throughout the year, and all the information will also be synced directly to your smartphone. Now, what I want to test out is the heart rate monitor. So if I hit the heart sign, you will see the green light is on. So let's test out the heart rate monitor. So that's the result of the heart rate monitor, and I'm not too sure of how accurate that heart rate is. So I just installed a few apps from the App Store. The first one we're going to test out is YouTube.
If I were to be released, I would just want the simple life. I just want to hold down a job, make some friends.
So that's what it's like playing YouTube videos on a smartwatch. Now let's open up a game. I downloaded Riptide 2. And whilst Riptide 2 did load up, and the watch is powerful enough to load the game and play it, the problem was there was no gyroscope in this watch. So I could not control the game by just tilting the watch like you would do on any other smartwatch or smartphone. So this smartwatch has a 550 mAh battery, and to give you guys a rough idea of the battery life, we will run a 30-minute on-screen test and we will see the consumption at the end. So the Wi-Fi is on, brightness is on medium, and everything else will be off. So here are the results for the on-screen battery test. We went from 100% to 84% in 30 minutes. That is a 16% drop in 30 minutes, which basically translates to a 96% drop in 3 hours. So you can get 3 hours of on-screen time with this smartwatch. So in the Antutu benchmark test, this watch managed to achieve 19,000. So let's see how that compares with the others. So here is my top performing smartwatch chart for 2018, showing you all the latest smartwatches and seeing how they compare with each other. So the Waitime i6 has taken position 12 on this chart. It'll be interesting to see what's next, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, you can view all my charts online at chigstech.com. So there you have it, guys. That was the Waitime i6 Android smartwatch. So let's break it down with some pros and cons. So here we have a durable smartwatch made from metal, very well presented, and we've got non-removable leather straps. The watch is also light and very comfortable to wear. You can add a nano SIM card and make and receive phone calls and texts. This watch does not support Bluetooth phone calls. This is quite a powerful smartwatch, and everything I did on it ran super smooth with no lags or any other issues. You can also run full Android apps and games. The camera is 2 megapixels and, as expected, quite basic. The LCD screen is not as bright as other smartwatches we've seen in the past, and you would have to keep it on the highest brightness when you're out and about. Furthermore, there appeared to be no gyroscope in this watch, so I was not able to play some games which relied on gyroscope controls. As with all smartwatches, the battery life is also not great. I was able to achieve around 6 hours on medium to light use, then it takes around 80 minutes to fully charge up again. Bottom line, for around $89, this is the cheapest available quad-core full Android smartwatch that I've reviewed so far. You have decent specs, watch faces, Google Play Store, a built-in camera and leather straps. And with that being said, I'll leave the links in the description so you guys can check this product out. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this smartwatch. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a brilliant day. See you in the next one, guys.